Hello and welcome to the Sly as a Fox video newsletter. Today I want to tell you a story about a friend and business partner of mine. In the mid-'80s, Pat Riley was in Africa chasing cheetahs and doing business deals, and he met up with one of the richest men in the world, Adnan Khashoggi. And he presented a business deal to him, and Khashoggi invited him to the French Riviera and to meet him on his boat to talk about the deal. Now, like most of us, Pat had put in a ton of preparation for this meeting, had a very detailed business plan covering all the details of the proposal, and was prepared to answer just about any question. As Pat started into his rehearsed pitch, Khashoggi politely interrupted him and said, "I asked for this meeting because I want to teach you something very important to me, that could be very important to you, how to write a one-page proposal. The one-page proposal has been one of those keys to my business success, and it can be invaluable to you too. Few decision makers can ever afford to read more than one page when deciding if they're interested in a deal or not. This is even more true for people of a different culture or language." That story is basically how Pat starts his book, The One-Page Proposal. He took the concepts that Khashoggi had taught him and went on to apply those to his own successful business career. I love the concepts and principles in the one-page proposal and use them in my own business as well. Plus, it's a core thing that I now teach in most of my workshops. Then one day it hit me, I realized I never even spoke to Pat Riley before, even though I'd been using all the concepts and principles in his book in my own career as well as my workshops. So I took the action and picked up the phone one day and gave him a call, and found out that he's working on all kinds of neat projects and initiatives and things that I would be interested in. So in addition to all the workshops and seminars that I do, I'm always looking for other initiatives that are interesting. So I thought about it some more after we hung up, and I put together a one-page proposal to Pat that said, "I'll work for you 60 days, half-time, for free, and we'll see where that takes us." So I showed it to my wife, and she goes, "Well, that's kind of the dumbest thing I've ever read. It doesn't say what you're going to do." I said, "No, the intent is I want Pat to call me back and see if we can explore options." So I FedExed it to him. He read it that day and called me the same day, and we've been working on initiatives together ever since. Let's talk about it a little bit. What is a one-page proposal? It's a document that succinctly expresses all the facts, reasoning, and conditions surrounding an undertaking or a project. It uses persuasive language to build a case for approval, proposes a specific course of action, and fulfills all these requirements and qualifications within a single printed page. The one-page proposal structure is simple and straightforward. It has a title and a subtitle, the objective, or any secondary objectives you might have, the rationale, the financial conditions surrounding the proposal, the status, and what action you want someone to take, with the majority of the one-page proposal, 70% of it so, being the rationale. The uses for a one-page proposal are almost limitless. You can use it to get funding, to create a new partnership, to launch a new project or a pilot program, to obtain a loan, or maybe to take a technology and commercialize it, and even to get a job. So let's look at some examples. Now here's one of the most powerful ones, the Declaration of Independence. In a one-page proposal, it was proposed to, let's get rid of these Brits and start our own country. Smart business folks have always known that brevity is the soul of wit. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Spartans, Stoics, heroes, saints, and gods use short and positive speech. There's a great power in words if you don't hitch too many of them together. The most valuable of all talents is that of never using two words when one will do. Talk low, talk slow, and don't say too much. Here's another example. Cindy Cashman, who's a friend of mine and has been in several of my workshops, wrote a book called Everything Men Know About Women. Well, it's all blank pages, and she sold over 1 million of these books. After thinking about this one-page proposal concept, she came up with the idea of wanting to be the first person married in space. So she took the concepts and principles behind the one-page proposal and approached rocket plane to be the first person married in space, and they reached an agreement to do this in 2008. Another friend and student of mine, Eric Vance, wanted to start his own company in video production, but he lacked the capital to buy the equipment. But we knew of somebody else who had an older version of equipment that wasn't using it. So we put a one-page proposal together asking to borrow the equipment and use it and do a revenue share. Now for me personally, I have several one-page proposals out there to some pretty big players to start some new initiatives and partnerships. It's amazing when you get to the decision maker with a brief one-page proposal how fast you can move business forward. When you get ready to send your proposal, as a minimum, send it FedEx. But you can get even more creative with a 3 to 4 minute one-page communication piece. Why not use a 3-minute podcast or a video of your proposal or a single web page that takes 3 minutes to read? So there's no limit to how creative you can get in delivering your one-page proposal. The one-page proposal can be an invaluable tool for your business. And the good thing is it doesn't cost anything except your time to do the research and to write the proposal. Now you can just go Google one-page proposal or go to the website onepageproposal.com or type in one-page proposal into Amazon to find the book. It's an inexpensive book and it's a very easy read. Hopefully in your part of the world you're having as great a weather as we are here in Utah today. Till next time, take care.